Hello, pet parents. Robert Semro here, and I am meeting so many wonderful people. But you know what? There are people here making a big difference, and our next guest is one of those people. I am so proud of her. We were talking to her when she was just getting the project going. Not only did she complete it, but it is becoming a worldwide sensation, and it's really opening a lot of eyes. Katie Cleary from Give Me Shelter is here. Katie, I am so proud of you. This was a labor of love for you. Tell us how you got started.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on your wonderful show. I just love what you do. And, honestly, it started in 2012 after I founded the charity Peace for Animals. And I just wanted to do something more with my time and just make a bigger impact in animal welfare. And I thought the best way to go about doing that is to start a documentary. And I literally woke up, I had an epiphany one morning, and I said, I need to call it something really impactful that people, resonate with. And I thought Give Me Shelter was a great name. I called my best friend. She was the first person that I called. And I said, look, Kristen, her name is Kristen Rizzo. And I said, would you be interested in moving out to LA for about a couple years to film this documentary that I was thinking about? She goes, are you crazy? And I said, no. I said, I really want to do something that's impactful about animal welfare and the most important animal welfare issues worldwide. And I said, will you direct it for me? And she said, absolutely. So from then on out, she moved to LA, and 2 years later, we completed the film and got distribution, and we did the job of about 10 people, and I put all my own money into it, and it goes from puppy mills to the ivory trade to tiger conservation to SeaWorld and circuses, and just highlights the most important animal welfare issues that we really need to be aware of nowadays because these animals are going extinct.
Well, and you had a lot of help along the way, some really big names. Let's share some of that.
Yeah, well, it stars Rick O'Barry from The Cove, who won an Oscar in 2008 for the documentary about what's happening in Japan with, the dolphins and actually whaling industry as well. They do it with whales, and they steal them from the wild and sell them to, dolphin shows and, of course, SeaWorld, and then the rest of them they slaughter, unfortunately, for their meat. So a lot of people just don't know about this. They're not educated. It's a very underground type of thing. And so when this movie came out, it kind of paved the way for all these other documentaries because it won an Oscar. And so I asked Rick, I called Rick up and I said, look, we need you. We need your voice. We need you to talk about marine mammals. Will you do it? And he said, when you need me? And I said, tomorrow. And he said, okay, fly me out and you got me. And I'm like, oh my God, if I could get Rick O'Barry. And he was he was the staple of the film. And then I went on to one of my good friends, Tippi Hedren, who has a big cat sanctuary in Acton, actually. And she rescued I think she has 85 big cats right now.
Yep.
And Allison Eastwood, Michael Vartan, Isai Morales, and just, really just asking a bunch of favors. And they all said yes. So I'm really happy.
Well, they said yes because they share that passion, though.
Yes,
and
exactly.
it comes through.
And they're experts too, so that's really important.
Yeah.
I just didn't want just anybody that loved animals. These issues really resonate with them. So
yeah, and we've spent some time with Tippi, and that's her life.
It's her life.
That's her life. She lives it. So
Yeah.
now, what was the biggest thing that you learned in doing the process?
Well, of course, as a first-time filmmaker, there's a couple mistakes that you make along the way. I think the biggest thing is to double, triple, and quadruple check your work.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
We're talking everything from the color correction to the lower thirds to the time coding. I mean, what I learned, I honestly don't think that I could have ever learned having gone to college majoring in this and majoring in film. So I majored in business and marketing. So
you've done well with it. Now, how has the film been received? Because I know you've been traveling the world showing it to audiences.
Yeah.
What's the reaction?
They seem to love it. I think it's pretty much shock and awe the fact that a lot of people had no idea that these issues are happening. They're so underground, and the whole point of the movie was just to expose them and but expose them the right way, educational, not really call anyone out, but see how can we really make change as a collective effort. And that's the end of the film. A lot of documentaries, they don't highlight how you and I can really do this in our own backyard, and it really starts in your own backyard.
It does.
So whether you want to recycle, reduce, reuse, organize beach cleanups, volunteer at your local shelter, rehab wild animals, there's a million things that you can do.
Yep.
So we wanted to give the solutions about little things that don't take money that everyone can do towards the end of the film. So
well, you certainly did that. I've got to tell you, I've watched it. It is remarkable, folks. You see the passion. you see the emotion, and you can't help but be moved by this. I am so proud of you. I want to make sure folks know, first off, where they can see it,
Yes.
but then also where they can follow all the things that you're doing. Because folks, yes, she's a pretty face, but she is passionate and she's living this. And this is what is so great. We can all make a difference, and Give Me Shelter will help you make that difference.
Thank
So
you. That's
let's
so-
get that out.
Yeah, well, basically, you can see it on Netflix. It's on iTunes, Hulu. It's on, oh my gosh, pretty much every space, digital space. Amazon, and Barnes & Noble actually picked it up, which is great. And then we just went worldwide on our website, so you can visit give-me-shelter.com, and you can watch it from anywhere around the world. So we're really excited about that. It just launched 2 days ago on our website. So.
Well, I am, again, over the moon proud of you. When you first started, we went, wow, she has no idea. And you did. And you
It was
kept
hard.
persevering. The
Yeah.
people you brought together, the accomplishments, and I think most importantly, the change you're going to impact.
I hope so. I really,
It's
my
really good.
my goal is to make it the next Blackfish, and I think if we can get it on a network like CNN or BBC that are doing tons of documentaries, we can, hit a larger audience. And Netflix is wonderful, but I think we can take it a step further and really, gain the public's awareness just on an everyday level. So everyday,
Well,
basis.
congratulations, my friend. Go check it out, folks. You've got to do it. And again, we all make the change one quick step at a time.
So, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.